Which of the following properties are necessary for it to be defined as a mineral? Well, we're looking for the definition of a mineral. And back in our old slides, we said a mineral is a naturally occurring inorganic crystalline solid with a definite chemical composition and physical properties. And we had our mnemonic for it. We had our nature bar for naturally occurring. And then there's he was singing happy birthday, and he had a party going on inside the organ. In organ is inorganic. And then we had our crystalline solids. Well, that's our crystal light package, which we used as a bookmark. And this is all inside the organ with our chemical composition notebook. All right, so definite chemical composition. And then, of course, physical pop jumps out of there and surprises everyone with the birthday wishes. So physical properties. And so these would be the 5 parts of the definition of a mineral. So if we go up here to must be valuable, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be valuable to be considered a mineral. It must be solid, crystalline solid. We can't have liquids be a mineral. Must be organic. Well, no. We want it inorganic, meaning not living at any time. So coal, for instance, couldn't be a mineral because it comes from dead organic swamp leaves and material from plants that live in swamps. Have an ordered arrangement of atoms, or crystalline is what they call it. Well, yeah, there it is right there, crystalline solid. That means there's just a repeating pattern of elements in the structure, like salt would be sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride, and it just keeps repeating itself. Must be ductile. Nah, ductile means you can stretch it into thin wires, and that's not a requirement. Some of them are ductile, but it's not a requirement to be a mineral. Must be naturally occurring. Well, it's number 1 up there. That's what our nature zone bar is. Naturally occurring. Can't have. There are man-made rubies out there. They use them in lasers, but technically those wouldn't be considered minerals because they are man-made. Inorganic. Well, there we go. In our definition, inorganic, and must be soluble. Well, no, not necessarily. Doesn't have to be soluble. Means you can dissolve it in water. And must have a definite chemical composition. Yeah, it's got to have a NaCl is salt, and it's only salt. Can't be anything else. So those are the definitions of a mineral. Those are, again, if you try to memorize these, you can make index cards, or just remember the little mnemonic down here for the definition of a mineral.